Here is why intelligent men stay single. At work, being logical is rewarded, but that doesn't work with dating. Women want to feel emotions. This means flirting, telling stories, and making her laugh. Only when you stir her emotions can her attraction for you grow.
Notice how it's always about her wants, never his? Women cry for masculine men, yet run the second they meet one. Real men won't sacrifice themselves for someone still chasing attention. High-value men demand loyalty, not lies, and modern women, trained by social media, aren't ready. They claim to want alphas, but truthfully, they can't handle them.
When guys say that they don't want to be in a relationship ever, do they mean it, or do they just not want to be with the person that they told that?
I think it's two things. They either A, have somebody they want to be with and they will stay alone until they get that person, or number two, they've been hurt so bad that they will not risk it. Like, they won't even chance getting back into another relationship. And I hate to say this, but a lot of these guys are our fathers, our uncles. Look real hard. Look at how they got hurt and tell me if that wasn't a big part of it. Got deep for her.
Truth hurts. She talked like she wanted a real man, but the second reality hit, she folded. High standards sound good until they require effort. She wasn't built for it, and it showed instantly.
The secret to what women want is simple. They want guys who are happy single. If you're a single guy, the most important thing you can do is stop waiting around for a girlfriend to live your best life. Proactively find things that make you happy, that have nothing to do with women. Maybe this means leaving your comfort zone and learning to travel alone, or making new friends, or even starting a new career. Once you put yourself first, women will follow.
This is spot on. Women don't just want a happy man. They want one weak enough to be steered, molded, or outright controlled. They chase stability, not to build with him, but to drain it while projecting their own chaos. A man who's done the work, who's self-aware and independent, sees through the act immediately. He recognizes entitlement, manipulation, and games from a mile away, and he's not signing up for it. Modern women confuse control with companionship, and that's why real men walk away. Staying single isn't bitterness, it's survival, and men who know their worth choose peace over drama.
This person is suggesting that research shows that people who are single, especially men, are living longer than before. Single life is healthy and peaceful, no stress, no drama. Actually, quite the opposite. According to Harvard's longest study of adult life, it turns out that people who are more socially connected to family, friends, community, a good partner, are happier, physically healthier, and live longer.
Yeah, Harvard loves to preach about connection and longer life, but they ignore the modern cost. Men drained, manipulated, and wrecked. Give it time, the truth will show. Single, independent men live longer, freer, and happier than those trapped in chaos disguised as relationships.
I don't know when we're finally going to realize that more and more men are single because they want to be single. Because they've built up their lives. They like their day-to-day routine. They buy what they want and can afford. They spend time on whatever hobby they enjoy. But what they don't want is making the mistake of sacrificing those things for something less than what they already have. And I get it. We've heard that women are raising their standards. But ladies, men are too.
Men aren't single out of weakness. They're single by choice. They value peace, freedom, and self-respect over dealing with entitled women who add nothing but stress. Women brag about raising standards, but men already raised theirs by walking away. The singles pool is full of men protecting sanity, not chasing chaos.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
Women aren't afraid of men. They're afraid of men who refuse to tolerate manipulation, drama, or disrespect. A self-sufficient, independent man isn't desperate for validation, and he won't be used as a free ride. That kind of strength makes him rare, and rarity equals value. But only women willing to bring equal energy, respect, and loyalty will ever have a chance. Everyone else gets ignored, because real men don't waste time on games.
Do you know what the funniest thing about so many men is nowadays? So many men are no longer scared of being single. They're now scared of being in a soul-sucking, detrimental relationship that's only going to waste their time, waste their energy, waste their effort, and waste their money. They would rather be single than be in a bad relationship. So it's not that men are complaining because they're single. Men are complaining because they've just seen everything as such a waste of time for them lately.
Men aren't walking away because they fear loneliness. They're walking away because the cost of modern relationships is far too high. Time, money, and emotional energy get drained while stress, drama, and disappointment pile up. Being single isn't the curse anymore. Toxic relationships are. More men realize peace, freedom, and focus are worth more than settling for chaos, and they're choosing solitude over destruction.
Is it pathetic to admit that I want to be in love? That I want a boyfriend?
I'm 25, not married, actually never been married, no kids. Can anyone else relate?
Why are single men happier than you think? A lot of single men are not actually miserable. A lot of them are doing better than fine. Society likes to push the idea, oh, men are lost without a woman. That's a lie. For years now, men have been told that their happiness only comes from marriage and kids and overall settling down. But modern relationships don't offer men the same benefits that they used to. Men aren't wrong for asking what's in it for me before they go into a really serious relationship. Single men today have financial freedom and overall peace of mind. They have control over their own lives. They're traveling, building businesses, hitting the gym, and overall going after their goals. And until women are willing to offer a little bit more in relationships, this is going to continue. Holding men to these outdated expectations, but also a variety of new ones that show up every single day, is just not doing it for them. And they're not going to continue having relationships if this keeps up.
Men have checked out, and for good reason. Relationships today feel like a raw deal, constant drama, endless demands, and little to no reward. Instead of peace, love, and loyalty, men get unrealistic expectations, emotional labor, and financial strain. Why play by outdated rules when the game keeps changing in women's favor? Men are realizing they don't need relationships to thrive. Financial freedom, personal growth, and peace of mind are far more valuable. The prize isn't marriage anymore, it's independence. Women lost the leverage, and men aren't signing up for a rigged contract that drains them dry.
Yes, men are happy being single. They are. They're definitely enjoying it more than they used to before. And because I see it, you know, it's gotten harder to date, you know, lately. Men are very satisfied in their lives without women. They are. They're working a lot, either working a lot, or if they're not working, then, they'll hang out with their friends, with their family, with their kids. Well, with their kids, it's a given. But yeah, they're happy being, if they're not married, they're happy being, bachelors and having their own space and not having to commit to anyone. So yeah, this wasn't the case before, but this is what it is now.
Single men today are thriving like never before. They're not chasing relationships out of pressure or loneliness. They're fulfilled with work, hobbies, friendships, and time with their kids. Bachelorhood now offers freedom, independence, and peace of mind that relationships rarely provide. No constant drama, no endless expectations, no compromise of self. Men are realizing they don't need to trade their stability for someone else's chaos. For the first time in history, single life isn't a setback. It's the ultimate upgrade.
Men cannot comprehend women being single by choice because men are not single by choice. Anytime you see a single woman and you don't like anything she has to say, what's the first thing men say to her? Oh, that's why you'll always be single. That's why you'll never get a man. No wonder you're not in a relationship. It's not an insult. This is a choice. We can have that. It's not difficult to get a man. You literally just walk out there, first man you speak to, whether he's single or not, he will give you attention. Okay, if I need to get somebody's number, I don't even need to speak to them. And I've done this before in a club to get a number for somebody else. I just look at the man and say, are you single? He says yes. I give him my phone. with the keypad ready. He types it in. I get his name. Done. It's that easy. Men are not hard work. They're not hard to get. Women are the prize. Women that know their worth, have self-respect, that know who they are, that know they want and deserve princess treatment, that love themselves to the point of obsession and actually treat themselves like a princess and give themselves everything they want. Those women are difficult to get. Those women are the prize. It is not difficult to get a man. It is not difficult to get several men. If you want that, it's very easy for a woman to get that. So telling us we're going to end up single or that's why we haven't got a man just shows your lack of intelligence, just shows your lack of awareness of the world we live in. It's not difficult to get men. You are not the prize, babe.
She's living in fantasy land. The claim that women are the prize while men are easy is completely outdated. Modern dating flipped the script. Men are cautious, selective, and no longer chasing validation. Women struggle to attract quality men because entitlement and drama don't cut it anymore. The princess treatment fairy tale is exposed. Today, ambitious men with standards are the true prize, and women have to offer real value, peace, loyalty, and authenticity, beyond filtered selfies and Instagram aesthetics. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.